2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Hitachi Japanese Kite Workshops. The Hitachi Japanese Kite Workshops are organized and presented by the Japan-America Society of Southern California in partnership with Hitachi. The kite workshops are offered primarily to Title I schools in underserved neighborhoods in the greater Los Angeles area at no cost to the schools. This program is made possible by the generous sponsorship and involvement from Hitachi. We are also grateful to the Aratani Foundation, which is another major sponsor. The Japanese Kite Workshops is a way for Hitachi, the Aratani Foundation, and the Japan-America Society to give back to the community and to give American students a hands-on experience of the Japanese culture in a positive light. This program is in high demand as extracurricular activities for the elementary schools, especially in underserved neighborhoods, are limited. To date, more than 17,000 children have benefited from the Hitachi Japanese Kite Workshops. Each year in October, for the past 20 years, we welcome from Japan a Japanese Kite Master, Mikio Toki, to teach elementary school students how to make a Japanese kite using traditional materials such as washi paper and bamboo.
Japan-America Society of Southern California is so proud to be involved with the Hitachi Kite Workshops. We have been doing so for 20 years. In 2021, it'll be our 20th anniversary, and it is our intention in this anniversary year to do a commemoration of those who've been involved in the workshops. These include students, teachers, volunteers, our sponsors, including Hitachi and also the Aratani Foundation. And in addition, of course, the Kite Master, Toki-san, and his daughter, who is his apprentice. We are so proud of the ability we have to bring Japanese culture through the kite workshops to underserved areas of Los Angeles, including Title I schools, as these areas of LA really have no other way to engage with Japanese culture or even an entry point into topics surrounding Japan.
Hitachi has been a member of the Japan-America Society of Southern California for more than 30 years, and we were there to promote better community relations and good corporate citizenship. So almost 20 years ago, we started the sponsorship of the Japanese Kite Workshops, and to this day, we've continued every year for the past 20 years. This is a great way to kind of go back to the grassroots education and to teach them that there are other things out there, and that to enhance their educational outlook and also cultural outlook. And it's also kind of aligned with our STEM and STEAM initiatives right now, because Hitachi is very focused on those initiatives. So when we kind of look at it now, it's like they actually are learning a little bit about STEAM and STEM. So we kind of are focusing in on that more with the kite workshop too, because they have to measure the kite, you know, when they tape, and they have to measure a little bit. You can't just go and just, without making the kite right, it's not going to fly, right? So, you know, that's part of the more educational experience. And then flying the kite is just the fun experience.
I'm a fervent believer in community participation at the school level. And at the time, 2001, we had a principal who also believed the same thing. He encouraged community participation in the school. And when he found out that Japan-America Society wanted to come to our school to teach the kids how to make and fly kites, he jumped at the opportunity. The teachers at the school thought that it was amazing that an organization would actually bring a kite master from Japan to teach inner city students how to make and fly kites.
毎年いろんな学校に行くんですけども、その中に少年のお手紙で、僕たちの学校にちょっと来てくれて本当にありがとうって、日本の凧の作り方を教えてくれてありがとうってことと、それは本当に僕の人生の最高の一日だったよ。とっても楽しかったんだよっていうことを書いてくれたのが、似たようなこと書いてくれてるんですけども、僕の人生で一番楽しかった日だったっていうふうに書いてくれたのがすごい印象的でね、びっくりであり驚きでもあるんだけども、嬉しいな時はありますね。
When I got to school, I thought it was going to be a normal day, and we went outside, and I thought there was going to be an assembly, but I later knew that we were going to make kites. I remember thinking that I've never made kites before or seen kites in real life. I've only seen them in cartoons and stuff.
This is a turtle.
And then this is just a wood thingy. And this is like, I don't know what this is. And then these are just clouds. And
I just remember this girl had trouble building her kite. And I was like, how are you doing? You know, do you need any help? And she said in a very soft voice, you know, she was okay, but she just didn't want to mess it up. And I remember asking her if she knew how to write her name in Japanese. She said no. So I wrote her name in Japanese, and then she said, oh, can I put that on my kite? And I was like, of course. So I wrote her name in Japanese on her kite, and I just remember her running out in the field with all the other people who had finished their kites first, and seeing her watch her kite fly way up high and was there with the other students. It was really nice to see that. And I was very grateful that, you know, I was there to help, you know, push her to finish the kite.
Every year I would watch the students as they use their creativity to make a kite. They would actively listen to the teacher, to the kite master, as he or she gave instructions. And they even helped each other to complete their kites. So I witnessed every year creativity and cooperation.
There was no program could even come close to a real cultural experience like that. No. The overall program allowed those children to feel what it was like to develop something, to make something on their own. You know, this is something that they can feel and touch and say, I did this, I made this, and go home and share it with parents and siblings and, you know, other relatives and what have you, you know. It's just such a high point.
It's like an experience that you can't really forget, and I got to do it with all my friends and everybody in my grade.
タコってだから昔からそうなんですけど、言うんですけども、タコって上がるもんだから、気持ちも上がるっていうかね、それから運気も上がる、それからいろんなことでハッピーになれるっていうこともあるんで、上がるっていうことが自分が飛んでるみたいな意識もあるわけで出てきちゃったりするわけで、それは大事なことで、だからバックが上げないと、タコの面白さっていうか楽しさっていうのもわからない。
It's so important for the students to see role models, professional role models who will roll up their sleeves and work with the students, because subconsciously it teaches them as adults, when they have a profession, they too can and should go back into their school communities and assist.
So the type of children that I think would benefit are those children who are from a deprived background, you know, like who really will never, ever in their lives probably get to experience a different culture. You know, some of those children never even leave their neighborhoods. They never get to go to the beach, you know, I mean, which is a sad, sad situation. So for a program like this to come to them and for them to be able to participate was like really, really cool. But yeah, on the front end, and I think Aratani and Hitachi, I just say thank you very much. Hitachi had a tag. The tag was inspire the next. I will never forget that.
これは毎年必ずお手紙を子供たちがありがとうメールじゃないですけど、そんなのくれるんです。これはもらったやつなんですけども、やっぱり小学校のどっかのクラスがこの作ってくれたやつなんですね。
学校に行くと、お父さんを出演していると、子供たちが、先生覚えてるって、僕、この間何年前に作ったんだよとか、他の違う学校行くと、先生僕も今度何年生になるから今度作れるんだって楽しみにしてるんだっていう子供たちの顔が本当に印象的で、忘れられない。
First impression was like, wow, this guy is awesome. He's so funny. And like, he's so like authentic, and he's very like diverse. He's very energetic. Like he he's on it. I honestly was so happy that I got a chance to work with him twice, going to the different schools and still have the same energy. And it was so welcoming to me. It was really, really nice to meet him, and I'm very happy and grateful that I got a chance to work with him.
I keep much of the memories, much of the experience that you brought to us with here in my heart and my memory. He would see a child struggling with either the tape had come loose, or the ribbon got caught, and whatever it was. But I can see him and I can feel him even now, going over to that child with the patience of a very old wise man and saying, and then he would show them how to do, to make it right. And then the child would go off. And I mean, this is almost like the ending of a movie where the child would just, the kite flies up in the air. Yeah. The child is so happy, and the master stands back and says,
Thank you for coming to our school every year and giving everyone the experience to make kites.
Thank you, Kite Master, because it was a super fun experience.
My message to him is thank you for doing this, and I hope you continue to do it for another 20 years.
Domo arigato gozaimasu. Oh, thank you so much, Toki-san. You have been such an inspiration and for these kids for so many years. And we at Hitachi cannot even say how much we appreciate you. This has been such a great experience for myself and for the company. And just your great humor, your personality, your warmth is just so great.
For the Kite Master, hey man, how you doing? I hope everything's well with you, Mr. Toki. Yeah, just be well. Be well, my man. Be well.
But I think he would be very proud to know that I still see students who are now adults. I see them not only in the school setting, but I see them throughout Los Angeles City and even in Little Tokyo. They'll come up to me and they'll say, gosh, Miss Sankey, I remember the Kite Master and the feeling I had flying a kite. So thank you, Mikio-san.
Thank you, Kite Master. Get that high.